Okay, what's up everybody? This is Ryan. This is my first blog, and what we're going to do is talk about the 50 top Norwegian albums. We're going to discuss some bands. We're going to do it quickly, and I'm going to take you through my albums. So let me show you what I got. I just grabbed 50 CDs from my album collection that I know to be from Norway. So I prepared with my Norway shirt. I visited Norway for a while and studied there. And so we're going to do this kind of quickly. I'm just going to grab some albums and start talking. So this is Old Man's Child, and this is their album called In the Shades of Life. And it's very much related to Dimmu Borgir. I suggest everybody try this out, Old Man's Child. Next, one that's kind of unknown, but excellent, really, really good band called Svartred. And it's S-V-A-R-T, which means black, and then A-H-R-I-D. The album is called Forthcoming Storm, and you won't be disappointed. Svartred, Forthcoming Storm is a really good Norwegian black metal album. Next up we've got the keyboard player from Emperor had his own band called Tartaros, and this is the Grand Psychotic Castle. It's an excellent symphonic black metal gem. Next up, tolerable, listenable, Odium, the Sad Realm of the Stars. Odium, O-D-I-U-M. Kind of expensive album. Really, really great from Nocturnal Productions. Another one that's just tolerable. Obtained Enslavement, Witchcraft. Excellent Norwegian black metal. This one is just one of those albums where the songwriting is good, the production turned out very tolerable, so now you can just enjoy straight black all the way through. There's no catches, no hooks, just really good listening all the way through. Obtained Enslavement. Next up, another kind of rare gem. This one's on the verge of death metal. This one's Algol, Entering the Woods of Enchantment. A-L-G-O-L, Algol, Entering the Woods of Enchantment. Norwegian black metal classic. We've got an album called Aski, which means ashes, and this is from Burzum. Bass player of Dimmu Borgir had a band called Troll. I think I'm correct in saying this. This one is called Trollstorm over... you start with that. Enter Troll in Metal Archives and start researching some great Norwegian black metal. Gall of Gorgoroth is featured vocalist of this band called Treldum, and I have two albums from them. This one is called Til Evighet, and check it out. Really great, straightforward, classic black metal. From Oslo, Norway, this band has a brand new album and several albums. Demonic Possession turned out really good. The band is called Shooter. T-S-J-U-D-E-R. Shooter, Demonic Possession. A rare, awesome black metal underground album, Strid. S-T-R-I-D. Black metal gem classic. This is Dark Medieval Times from Satyricon. It's autographed from Satyr. Just a quick story. I studied in Norway in 2005. I lived there for half a year and met Frost and Satyr and saw many, many Norwegian black metal bands and studied Norwegian black metal. I speak Norwegian. I studied it for a few years. My minor in college is Scandinavian Studies, so I'm kind of, I guess, knowledgeable. Dimmu Borgir was one of the first bands to inspire me to study Norwegian black. Here's another black metal classic, Ragnarok, A Rising Realm. I do have their debut album, Nattferd, which is also excellent. This one is just beautiful, A Rising Realm. Excellent Norwegian black metal right here. Not to Frost, he's the vocalist of Carpathian Forest, and a Norwegian classic is Blood and Vomit. A great party album, this one. Quite unique. Not to Frost, Blood and Vomit. Rare Norwegian black metal gem, Morgul, Lost in the Shadows Grey. Excellent band, several great live albums, including full-length LPs. Mayhem, Death Crush. You guys should know this one too. Limbonic Art, Moon in the Scorpio. Second album is also fantastic. Moon in the Scorpio is a black metal gem. Kvist, Kvist, for Kunsten må vi evig viki. This is a total gem. Love the band Gorgoroth. They have several excellent albums, Pentagram, Antichrist. Destroyer is a gorgeous album too. And that's all I'm going to say. Det Hemsgard, Kronet til Konge, means the crown of the king. Det Hemsgard. This band is the first pressing of a band called Taake. It's spelled Taake. The album is Not the Steed. Urgahal, Arma Christi. Classic, Ulver, Bergtat. There's other great albums from Ulver as well. Same with this band, Immortal. All their early albums are just essential Norwegian black metal. This one's Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism. Norwegian gem, Helheim. This one's called Jormungand, and it's spelled Jormundgand. Helheim, Helheim. Helheim is a Norwegian black metal gem. Classic bands, one of my favorites, absolutely Blazing the Northern Sky. My favorite album is Ravishing Grimness from Darkthrone. Darkthrone features some of the most prominent members of the Norwegian scene. A bit underground, should be more known. This one's Flirty. Min tid skal komme, My Time Shall Come. Please, any questions, put them in the comments. Storm, Nordavind, the North Wind. Sung by Fenris, if I'm correct on that one. Mactatus, Blot album. I think that means blood. Excellent band, Borknagar. This is my favorite album from them, The Olden Domain. They have several other great releases. The debut album is awesome. Quintessence is a beautiful album. Borknagar. You guys know this one too. This is Covenant, In Times Before the Light. Their album Nexus Polaris is also essential. Excellent musicianship on Nexus Polaris, and that one is a great keyboard-driven gem. Next we have quite a bit rare. This one's Atlas. But just never mind that. I'm not going to start over. Under ein Bloodred Mona. Under one blood red moon. Mones. M-O-N-E-S. Black metal. Black metal gem. Malignant Eternal. Tornet. Next up, this band came before Campfire became a band. This is the band called Mock, and this is their EP called Vinterlandet, the Winterland. Mysticism in the Streams of Inferno. This one is also kind of very unique, driven by drum machine, and it's actually kind of like techno-y black metal, and it's a really great, excellent gem. Mysticum in the Streams of Inferno. Beautiful album called Isvind Dark Waters Stir. Isvind, I-S-V-I-N-D, Dark Waters Stir. I like this one because it's climactic with the drums. Isengard, Vinterskuga. This one is the first edition. They have at least 2 albums that are really, really great. Isengard. This also features Fenriz. Next up we have Keep of Kalessin, and the album is called Through Times of War. Einherjar is a band that's been around for a long time. They have several albums, but one that turned out very, very well is this Aura Borealis. There's just something about this album that turned out to be quite excellent. Next up, black metal gem called Demonic, Lead Us Into Darkness. Here's Campfire, and this one's called Melam Skugkleda Blåser. Through the wood, the woods Blåser? The wood-cladden winds. That's my best translation. Campfire. I don't know what Campfire means. It's a really great album. Campfire, by the way, has other albums. I have their debut Slimline EP. That's really good too. Arcturus, black metal classic, Espera Heim Symphonia. This one's the first edition. At the same year, there was a digipack, but this is going to be the jewel case edition of the first press here. Arcturus went on to do other great stuff too. Some of their stuff before it, the Constellation EP, is also totally awesome, but this is one of the best too. Arcturus. Excellent album. Don't buy the reissue, the remaster. It really is not, it doesn't sound good at all. You got to get this original recording. Eternus. These guys are a little more black metal or death metal related too. This one's called Beyond the Wandering Moon. Their earlier stuff is just phenomenal too. This is such a heavy band, and more than likely there's fans out there that like their other stuff too. I really like the debut 3-song EP and then Beyond the Wandering Moon album. It's kind of like heavy. It's pretty heavy driven, just down-tuned guitars and kind of churning in a way. They're not screaming. Aura Noir went on to do kind of black thrash, and they're kind of known for that album. But Aura Noir went on to do some later albums that had some really great guitar riffs and stuff. This one's probably their blackest one. It's called Dreams Like Deserts, and maybe it's a little more rare, but Aura Noir is an excellent band. Dimmu Borgir. This one's called For All Tid, and that means for all time. And Dimmu Borgir translates to like Dark Castle. This is the original CD edition of For All Tid. Dimmu Borgir, all of their early stuff is some of the best black metal ever. They went on, like Cradle of Filth, to do some hokey stuff, but you guys will all agree that Dimmu Borgir probably influenced a lot of people to get into black metal in the first place. Black metal gem and one of the best bands ever out of Norway is Ancient. This is the compilation called De Glemte Riket, the Forgotten Something. Starts with Trolltar, and this is the first pressing of this compilation. Their debut LP also is a black metal classic. Ancient is just a killer band. Really, really great sound, musicianship, production, you name it. A bit more rare is this Carpe Tenumbrum. Carpe Tenumbrum, Majestic Nothingness. And this featured also Nagash of Demon Borgir, the bass player. I think I'm right in saying that. Look up on Metal Archives Carpe Tenumbrum of Norway, and you might enjoy this album too. It's got a really wicked cover. Part of the reason I bought it is for the album art. Looks cool. Next up, very short but excellent Carpathian Forest through chasm, caves, and titan woods. Black metal classic. Underrated band, Forgotten Woods. They have several albums and they're rather experimental. They kind of have punky drums and great, black metal riffs. This one's called The Curse of Mankind. I've got about 4 albums from these guys. And you should really check out and get into Forgotten Woods. Next we have Hades. I don't have their LPs. I've checked them out. They're okay. I really like this Alone Walking demo. This is the CD version of Alone Walking from Hades. And it's only got 3 songs, but it's just a band that you don't want to forget about. I know one of the members was kind of prominent in the early burning scene too, so you want to kind of check that out. Black metal classic, Genna. This is their first spell. Love the keyboards and organs in this. Their second spell is also a total gem. Genna is one of the best black metal albums of all time. Emperor, several good albums. Matter of fact, their entire discography is excellent. You can just go out and buy every Emperor album. They're all fantastic. One of the best black metal bands of all time. One of the best known. Enslaved. Frost is an excellent album. I really dig the first 3 albums. The first album, Frost, I think is the second album, and I think the third album is Eld. And those 3 albums are just wonderful. Enslaved had some other great stuff. Long-standing career, the band is still together. Powerhouse band, great Norwegian black metal, Enslaved. Okay. I think we're down to the last one. This is a band from Oslo called Tullus. I have the first 2 albums. This one's Pure Black Energy, and the second album is called Mysterium. And they're both quite unique. This one's on Hot Records, Pure Black Energy from Tullus. Hope you enjoyed Norwegian black metal. We'll see you later.